In today's episode, I join the Scots in Lille, watch Fiji versus Georgia in the Australian bar, wander at enormous queues outside the stadium, watch Scotland run riot versus Romania, and become the victim of some heavy-handed security.
When I asked them at half-time what they'd done with it, they said they'd thrown it in the bin. My name's Tim Tunnicliff, host of the Amateur Rugby Podcast, and I'm here in France to show you the entirety of the Rugby World Cup. I'll be travelling the country, hitting the fan zones, showing you the in-stadium experience and getting the lowdown from all the talking points from what is sure to be an epic World Cup.
Yesterday I visited Le Touquet to explore England's training base, and it's not as quiet as you might think. I watched Uruguay, Namibia and Japan, Samoa, and took a dip in the English Channel
It's cold!
before watching New Zealand dismantle Italy. The cross-country drive from Le Touquet to Lille took me through tree-lined lanes, rolling hills and pretty French towns.
Welcome back to the Rugby World Cup vlogs and welcome back to Lille and the same parking space I got last time I was here. Honestly, I'm convinced that I'm born lucky. Every single one of these spaces, look around, is full. Look at these people turning around, trying to find a spot themselves. And as soon as I rocked up last time, and it happened this time as well, somebody pulled out directly in front of me. Honestly, born lucky. We're off into Lille now. First game up, Argentina versus Chile. Oh, I think it could be a lot of fun, this game. So, back into Lille, back into the bars. Let's go. God damn it. Well, this is the scene here in Lille. The town is painted tartan. I mean, it's a lot of fun, but it's probably a bit too much for some of us.
Just take a look at those potential ceilidh dancers of the future. And the party was already well underway, although there were casualties from the revelry.
So things haven't quite gone exactly to plan. Come to meet some friends here who are staying at that hotel there, and so far they've got to that bar there, which doesn't have a TV, so not going to watch Argentina-Chile, I don't think. Maybe we'll catch one of the later games, but it's fun. I wonder what time we'll leave this bar and head on to the next one.
And we had such a fun time at that cafe that the only thing I filmed was this enormous dog.
You needed a shovel for its shit. Although for a massive dog, look how small its penis is.
Half-time, Fiji versus Georgia. Georgia are winning 9-0. Few long-range penalties. Fiji dominating territory and possession, but loads of mistakes. We discussed it on the podcast this week. Could this be a banana skin for Fiji? I didn't think so. We thought they were too professional for this now. Maybe that's not the case. Georgia fighting for absolutely everything. Have a try disallowed right at the stroke of half-time. This could blow the group wide open. Oh wow, well what drama. Fiji got their way back into the game and got ahead by 8 points in the end, 17-9. But then almost right at the very end, Tuisova gets yellow carded, which may be upgraded to a red. They break away, get a penalty, and then almost score a try with the final play of the game. Fiji win in the end, 17-12, but wow, that could have gone any other different way. And I'm not going to lie, I'm a little bit late now to get to Scotland, Romania, but it was worth it for that game. What drama. Need to find some food on the way too. The kilts have left the town centre. There's very little blue, there's no bagpipes. I suspect they're all by the stadium now, which is where I'm heading. Let's go. Welcome back to the Stade Pierre Mauroy, named after a former French president and also mayor of Lille. This stadium at night time looks like a spaceship. It's absolutely incredible. But look at all those people queuing behind me. It's been a scourge of this World Cup. There's still 35 minutes to go till kickoff. And There are racks and racks and racks and racks of people queuing outside the stadium very patiently, but it's just so slow to get in. There's an element of everybody just turning up at the same time and deciding that now's the time, but it's a little bit testing for people, especially when a few beers have been had and bladders are probably full, all that kind of stuff. But look, all the way over here, this is like 200 metres from the stadium, still people miles away from getting in. I'm sure it'll be fine. Everyone's very calm at the moment, much calmer than Fiji and Georgia were earlier during that amazing game. Fair play to Fiji pulling that out. Maybe that is a sign of professionalism, mainly for them to get that result when they played terribly, made so many errors. Maybe that's a sign that they're really coming onto the world stage now, who knows. Delight for Georgia as well to really show up this World Cup. This game tonight, Scotland-Romania. Well, this is it. This is the table setting. This is Scotland getting 4 points on their way to a great showdown with Ireland next weekend, isn't it? They picked a second string because they know they're going to have to get the performance of, maybe a decade to win next week against Ireland. So that's the primary factor. They have to do everything they can to get that result sorted, which means picking what they need to this weekend. I suspect they'll win handsomely, and next weekend will be a massive occasion. I think I'm going to go and join this enormous queue now. Actually, what I'm going to do is going to go get a beer, wait for them all to file in, and then get in queue when there isn't a queue. Half-time, it's 42-0. 6 tries, 6 conversions. I wouldn't say Scotland have made it look easy, but it has been pretty easy, truth be told. Romania are big and strong and athletic, but they look like they've all started playing rugby when they were about 19, just lacking a bit of rugby intelligence. Darcy Graham with a hat-trick, I think. Romania with 3 yellow cards, one of which might be turned into a red. There's not much going on in this second half. Will Scotland get to 100? Nobody has so far this World Cup. Could it happen tonight? Well, it wasn't 100 points, but 84 is pretty good. Stand-up players, Hamish Watson, Darcy Graham, without a question. This was not much more than a run-through, though, for Scotland. But tonight will always be remembered for me by the heavy-handed security taking a tripod from me. My shoe weighs more, my phone weighs more. If I wanted to hurt somebody, I've got loads of better ways of doing it. When I asked them at half-time what they'd done with it, they said they'd thrown it in the bin. So, thank you, Lille. Thank you, Rugby World Cup. Thank you, France 2023. As you'll know if you follow this channel, I've been all over this Rugby World Cup. I've taken that tripod into 4 other stadiums and this one last week without any issues. I've heard of many people complaining of heavy-handed security, and I've not heard of one single security incident where fans have been out of order or things haven't been self-policed. It just leaves a bad taste in the mouth, unfortunately.
But many rugby friendships were made and the fun outside the stadium went on for some time. If you've enjoyed this episode, give it a thumbs up down below and hit subscribe while you're there to make sure you don't miss the next episode.